Hello, Marie.
Hello, and we're getting ready for a story from
Yes,
Fran with some special guests.
special guest. The most important person in our life, I would say. And here he is.
Hey.
Hello, special guests.
That's his popcorn face.
That's his popcorn. Yeah. He always needs special treatment, don't you? So today we're gonna tell the story of how I manifested Chopstick or a dog, even though Prit was completely against having any animal in the house. So here, you can have them all. There we go. Well done. Ooh.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Rich, I can't believe that ever was the case.
No, I can't.
But what did you think of dogs?
I thought they were smelly and slobbery and hairy.
Well, they are slobbery and hairy. That is actually very true.
I grew up in a family where, we're just not pet people. And if anything, in India, dogs are, street pests and who beg for food and you just shoo them away. So, yeah.
Yes. So that was not a good start.
Yeah.
But I had always wanted a dog, like since I was little. My grandparents both had dogs, and I loved them. Every time I was like at my grandparents, I would take the dogs out for walks and, in the fields, and I absolutely loved them. But my parents never wanted a dog. And then when I started working, I worked in hotels. And so it wasn't, like with shifts and stuff, it was just not, I couldn't have a dog. So then after we met, which you're going to see in another video, the story, we at some point then we moved to the UK. And we kind of were more settled basically. And so I was like, this is the perfect time to get a dog. And also I was new in the UK. I mean, we moved somewhere where he had not lived before. I was new in the UK. So obviously dogs are always good, to meet new people and stuff. So yes, but the problem was that he didn't want a dog. So, and I didn't want to persuade him. Getting a dog is like a big decision, right? It has to, like, both people have to.
For the rest of your life too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest of their life.
Yeah. But I knew I would get a dog, but I didn't know how. And that was still before Abraham Hicks. It was though after The Secret. So I knew about The Secret. I had manifested him already, and so I was like,
yes.
I know what to do.
Now anything's possible.
Exactly.
She might not get the breed of what is in her head. I wasn't the blonde surfer, so yeah.
Right.
Yes, so I visualized and stuff, and then I kind of dropped the topic every once in a while into the conversation, but I was not pushy about it. And then one day I had bought something on, what was it again?
Gumtree.
Gumtree, which is like Craigslist type of thing.
Yep, got it.
And so we were going over to these people to pick the stuff up. And when we got there, they had this tiny little Cavalier puppy. Chopstick is a Cavalier King Charles as well. So they had a dog like him, just a different color. And this dog was so cute. And he was so obsessed with us. Like we would have to wait until they found whatever we bought from them. And then the dog was like, looking at us, and we had to cuddle him and cuddle his belly, and he was totally cute. And then that was the first time he cracked.
Yeah, like in a good way, cracked.
Like you had no idea that a dog could be like this little puppy, or you'd never met a little puppy.
I think that was the first time I had such a pleasant experience with a dog.
Oh,
Because they were either, well, I described, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, and that dog was super cute. I mean, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really, really, yeah. So that was the first one. And then at that time, we were very much into Eckhart Tolle. So it was kind of like our guru, like, you know, whatever Eckhart says, we have to do. That was our mindset at the time. And I came across a video where Eckhart was talking to Cesar Milan. And in the
Oh, really? That's interesting.
and it turned out in the video, Eckhart had a Cavalier as well, a Cavalier King Charles.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
He used to have a Cavalier called Maya, I think, at that time. And so they were talking about, you know, like just how gorgeous dogs or animals are. And he said something along the lines of, when you have an animal in your life, you're like spiritually growing faster or something, you know, like it's good for your spiritual growth or your heart opening or something like that. I was like, yes. So, yeah. So I showed it to him, and that was the second time where he was like, oh, okay. And I'm pretty sure there was another thing, but we both can't remember. But I think there was something else that, you know, that made him like, okay, let's have a look. So I went online, and I found this lady, and her advert was very thorough, like with papers, and I knew it wasn't what's it called, like a puppy farm type of person.
Breeder. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. So she was legit, and the dogs were like well treated and well looked after and stuff like that. So I made an appointment with her, and we went there, and they were just so gorgeous, those dogs. But little Chopstick was there as well, little grumpy Chopstick.
Oh.
And we were in her kitchen playing with the dogs and talking to her and talking about the dogs and stuff for about 2 hours or something, like a long time. And then after that, we were like, okay, we're gonna take Chopstick. And he was only available, that's the other thing, he was only available because he had an umbilical hernia, like something with his umbilical cord, but she operated him already. I mean, operated. Didn't have it anymore, but that's why no one wanted him. And that's why he was still left from the litter. So, and then the really cool thing is, so we said, yes, we're going to take him. And so we had to sign like a contract, and she showed us the papers already. We didn't take him right away because we wanted to prepare ourselves first. But we had to give her some money already, like pay a deposit. So she showed us the paper, and it turns out that his kennel name was Fran's Cuff Streamholder. Her name was Fran, just like mine.
Oh.
So Chopstick had like kind of like an imprint from me already. And then the other cool thing.
Yeah, and his birthday was the same as mine. 11th
Wow.
January, and like he was literally born on my 30th birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And happened to be named Fran, or Fran was in the root of his name. Oh.
Yeah, it was like he has, you know, mom and dad have both contributed. It was so cool. So yeah, so that's when we knew he's definitely our dog. And we have, I mean, we have felt it. It feels like we've been together before, and it's like, you know, in some past life. So it's really
soul connection.
Yeah, soul connection.
And when you met Chopstick, because obviously there was other puppies there, like what did he act? You said he was grumpy. Did he act in a certain way that already made him stand out?
Oh.
Yeah. He came in from somewhere else, I think from the living room. He came in. He was so grumpy. He went to the dog bed. There was a really big dog bed. He lay down in the dog bed. Remember that, Chopstick? He lay down in the dog bed and he was just like starting to sleep, like with a grumpy face. And then all the other dogs piled on top of him. Like he was
Because
he was at the bottom.
and he was the tiniest dog.
Yeah,
He was the smallest. Yeah.
It was just so cute.
How funny.
Yeah, it was cute. So yes, that's our story. And now we're looking forward to I'm looking forward to hearing your story next time.